September 26 started like any other monsoon day in the Kathmandu Valley. But as dark clouds gathered and drizzle turned to prolonged rain, a sense of unease filled the air. In the capital, water levels in two main rivers, Bagmati and Bishnumati, rose ominously. By the night of the 26th, with rains continuing unabated, the rain continued to pour, resulting in inundation of different parts of the city. By early morning on the 27th, the situation took a dire turn. Alarms began to sound across the valley.
The southern areas of Kathmandu Valley and parts of adjoining watersheds, especially in the rims of southern part of the Kathmandu Valley, received an unprecedented rainfall of somewhere between 300 to 350 millimeters overnight. This was an unprecedented event that hadn't been measured for the last 55 years.
Southern catchments of the valley received heavy rainfall like never before. In Kathmandu's residential neighborhoods, floodwaters surged, prompting frantic calls for help. Boats moved through city streets. Some residents were waving from rooftops for rescue, while others anxiously awaited helicopters to come. Outside the capital, harrowing scenes emerged from the districts in central Nepal, where entire villages were ravaged.
बत्ती छैन पानी छैन भएको पानी अब तपाईको त्यो पाइप जम्मै लैसक्यो
अब पहिलाको अवस्थामा आउन धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ हामी 30 वर्षभन्दा पछाडी पक्कै पनि परेन हामी.
This extreme rainfall event has been attributed by the World Weather Attribution as a climate change induced disaster. Had the climate change not been there, we would not have received this extra 10% of rainfall. There's more other reasons as well, but it's largely because of the climate change impacts that we began witnessing in the mountains of Nepal, Himalaya.
The unpredictability was shocking, yet increasingly, such events may no longer be unexpected for Nepal. If we fail to prioritize strategic DRR funding, hundreds of rivers like Roshi and Nakhu will continue to wreak havoc from the Himalayas to the Tarai Plains. This will no longer be only Nepal's sorrow, but South Asia's and the world's collective burden.
More than 250 people died, with 18 more people still missing. Flooding and landslide were an issue considered only impacting the remote rural areas of Nepal. But this year, we've witnessed widespread devastation floods even in the heart of Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. Adjoining areas, such as in Kabre and Roshi, were decimated. More than 70 bridges been wiped out. We lost connectivity to get into the Kathmandu city itself, right in the middle of an annual festival.
कुनै उपाय छैन न अब अगाडि जाने न पछाडी जाने सबै भत्केर बिजोग छ त्यहाँ
यो 20 ठाउँ छ हामी तर्ने बेलामा एकै ठाउँमा 3 जना मरे हामी घुरेर आयौं हैन धेरै गाह्रो छ धेरै गाह्रो बाटो गावे कुनै नगाउँ भक्कु नै सम्म त हुन्छ नि त्यो भन्दा उता त सम्भव छैन सम्भव.
Restoring these bridges, restoring communications and health and the network of health facilities is going to take numerous years for us. The amount of finances required to reconstruct and the knowledge that's required to build these infrastructure resilient is complex.
As a nation that has literally negligible contribution to climate change, it suffers harsh consequences, faced with serious threats to its people's futures. Nepal calls for immediate global cooperation and action on climate change before the situation becomes irreversible.
Addressing such a complex situation requires collaboration and cooperation among multiple sectors, but more importantly also with international partners, international institutions that would jointly provide us with the knowledge and capacity to address such risks.